So hey loves, and welcome back to my channel. If you are a YouTuber like me, and maybe you're currently feeling like your YouTube channel growth is slowing down, or maybe it's not growing as fast as you would want it to be, then that's fine, that's okay, because in this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys reasons why that is happening and also providing you guys with solutions on how to overcome that. Alright, so to get started with this, if you guys have been subscribed to my channel, hi, welcome. However, if you're yet to subscribe, feel free to subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button right here. Stick around with me and let's learn a lot about this entire process. Now, if you guys have been following me, you guys know that I love to share my process as well as my experiences, my expertise in order to help you grow, because I'm still learning and I'm learning on a daily basis, and I like to share that with you guys. So now, recently, if you've been subscribed to my channel, you would notice that my upload hasn't been consistent as I would have loved it to be, and I've seen why I'm not growing as much as I used to, and that is why we are here, because I know that you might be experiencing this, you might have experienced this, or you might soon experience it in the future. Again, life happens, and I'm going to provide you guys with solutions on how to not make it happen. So if you guys are interested, then let's just start up with this. Okay, so I'm moving my hands a lot like I usually do. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys a couple of reasons why your channel is not growing as much as you would want it to, or maybe why it is declining and why the growth is slowing down. Now, I'm going to be using my own channel as a learning curve for you guys, so that you guys can learn and see it in real time. I have looked deep into my own analytics and my own channel performance to actually give you guys and provide you guys with reasons why this is happening. Now, the first thing I do want to point out, and the first thing that I noticed in my channel, is in terms of CTR, and that basically stands for the click-through rate. Now, this is basically the amount of people that actually clicked on your videos to watch based on the impressions gathered, right? I do want to say that this reflects on the thumbnail you're using as well as the title you're using. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, the past 2 weeks, the kind of content I've been putting out have not been consistent with my channel content, if that makes sense. So now, if your click-through rate is low, it means that people are not going to watch your content, and that doesn't give them opportunity to either subscribe to your channel or keep on watching more of your content, right? So if you're someone who has been struggling with growing your channel, definitely pay attention to your click-through rate, see how well it is. Definitely aim for somewhere between 5 to 10. If you feel like your CTR is low, definitely look at these two. Look at your thumbnail, look at your title, and see how you can enhance it, see how you can re-edit it, see how you can improve on it in order to get people to click on it. Now the second reason why your channel wouldn't be growing as fast as it should be would be because of your creating content that people actually do not want. Now, if you watch this video where I talked about the YouTube algorithm, you see that one of my first key points was to create valuable content, and by creating valuable content, it means that people would watch it, and that's what you want. You want people to actually think your content are valuable enough to spend their time watching it, and for me that is key. I'm using myself as a learning curve, because for the past 2 weeks I have created content that people want to watch, but not a large portion of people want to watch that, and that has affected my growth and my watch time and my views and my subscribers as well. And I do want you guys to take note of this. The kind of content you put out reflects on the end result of your channel, talking about the subscribers, the views, the watch time. Now, if you watch this video where I also talked about coming up with amazing valuable content ideas that would help you grow your channel, you would obviously understand what I'm talking about. Now, the kind of content you put out, that is your input, affects the output and then the outcome of your income. This is something that I always say, and it's so important and it's so real and it's so true, because I have seen a decline in my outcome, that's my watch time, my subscribers, as well as my income. So yeah, content really is key, and creating an amazing content strategy and putting out content that people actually want to watch makes the entire difference. This is gold. Content is gold. Do not take it for granted. If there's anything you should focus on learning, is how to create content, how to create the right type of content for your audience, and how to keep doing that consistently. Speaking about consistency, this for me is the third reason why your channel growth is slowing down, or why you're not growing as fast as you should. And this for me is something that I know without even looking into my analytics. I know that it has affected my channel growth, because usually I post between 3 to 4 times a week, and last 2 weeks as well as last week I only posted once, and that affected my views, my watch time, as well as my revenue. So if you feel like your channel isn't growing as fast as you would want it to be, try putting in more work, putting more effort, putting more time to create content that people actually want to watch, and then do that consistently. Stick to a schedule that you can actually do. And for me, that is very important. If you can do twice a week, do twice a week. But what I want to say is, the more you put out, the more you get out of it. So definitely take my advice. I'm not even playing with you. I'm very serious. The more you put out, the more you get out of it. And that is it. So if you can be as consistent as you can. So if you guys are new here, hi. Again, feel free to stick around by subscribing to my channel. Also, feel free to let me know what kind of content you would like to see on this channel, because I do a lot of this content. I do a lot of like life experience, training, strategy, marketing content that would help you grow, as well as production. How would I forget production? So anything relating to cameras, lighting, lenses, backgrounds, I have all of that covered. Click on this link right here to get started with learning how to set up, start up, and film, edit, create amazing content. That being said, let's continue. So another reason why your channel isn't growing as fast as it should is because you are not paying attention to the analytics. Guys, when I tell you I live, I breathe, and I literally soak myself in analytics, because data doesn't lie. If you want the truth about your channel growth, you want to know why this is happening, why you're not growing, how you can grow, look at your analytics. Do research and then look at your analytics. So I've spent time looking at my analytics. I've seen why it's not growing, and now that I've seen that, I can now focus my next content on what would help me grow, right? So now I feel like a lot of people who do YouTube just put out content, and I think that you grow by putting out more content. That could happen, but at the same time, you need to get feedback on how the content is performing, what you need to do next, and then re-strategize your brand, your business to focus on that. And when I tell you, guys, don't take the analytics for granted. It is so key. Everything you need is in there. Focus on it and use it to improve your channel. So if you feel like it's not growing, it's okay. Take a step back. No need putting your work, your time, your energy into what isn't working for you. Take that step back and look at your analytics. See what you can do now. Maybe even ask your audience what you can actually do, because they watch you and they know what they want to see and they know what you can give. So look at your analytics, see what is wrong, see what is going wrong, and look for ways to fix that. That for me is the key. You cannot be driving a car and the car stops and then you keep on turning on the ignition. It wouldn't start, it wouldn't move anywhere. What you need to do is to get out of the car, open the bonnet, and see what is wrong. And that's what analytics is for me. I can go back, look at my analytics, see what is wrong, see what I can fix, see what I can tweak, maybe put some water, oil, whatever it is. And then when I feel like I now understand what was wrong with it, I can close that, go into the car, start my content, start filming, and then I can now start moving forward. And that is the only way you can move forward if you feel like you're declining. Putting out the same content that hasn't been working for you or isn't growing your channel might not grow your channel. So take that step back, look at your analytics and see what will grow your channel, what would make you move forward. Okay, cool. Okay, so lastly, the last tip that I want to give, or the last reason why I know your channel isn't growing, is because you are not investing in your channel. And when I say investing, I'm not referring solely to money. I'm talking about investing your time in making sure that your editing is right, in making sure that your audio sounds nice, in making sure that you're passing the right information. Invest in your business, invest in your channel, invest in growing your brand. So for me, for instance, whatever money I'm making, I want you guys to see it, right? I want you guys to see it. You might not see it physically, but I want you to feel it when you're watching my content. So that will reflect on the lighting I'm using, the lenses I'm using, the camera I'm using, the background, every other thing that needs to be considered, right? I'm also investing in the time. Sometimes it takes me hours to edit. Sometimes it takes me hours to film because I want to make sure I'm getting those details. And sometimes I feel like going the extra mile, investing that extra amount of time, that extra amount of money, if you have, makes the entire difference because people see the value in that. They see the work in that, and they do not take it for granted. Trust me. So if you can invest in your channel, it could be as little as making sure your thumbnails are pretty, amazing, they're catchy. It could be in terms of researching. Invest in your channel like you're investing in a multi-billion-dollar company. Think of it like the more you invest in it, the more you're going to grow and the more you're building that multi-billion-dollar company, right? So for me, that's key. It's so key. It is really key, and it really affects the previous things we talked about, the CTR, the content, as well as the consistency of the content, right? It is so important. All right, love. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want it to be very real, very factual, so that way you guys can see and know what I'm talking about. I don't fancy giving out information that have not been validated or have not been proven. I like to at least show you guys what I'm experiencing because I feel like experience is the best teacher. So now that I've experienced this decline, and I know what I can do in the future. I can then see what my problems are. I know that I need to improve on my thumbnail. I need to put out more content and be more consistent with it. I need to invest more in my content and all of that. So I put that in my head and work forward toward growing my channel. And you guys should watch out because we're going to grow, because now I see the problem and I'm ready to fix it. So if you guys are ready to fix it, I want you to take action right now. Look at your analytics. Think of what I just said, right now. Write notes and see what you can work on in order to improve your content. Look at your feedbacks and see how you can work on that. If you guys enjoyed this video, which I hope you did, then definitely feel free to stick around with me by subscribing to my channel right here. Also feel free to check out my other videos on getting started with YouTube right here, as well as growing on YouTube right here. It's a playlist. You will definitely love it and it will help you grow faster on here. I love this kind of content and I can't wait to see you guys in this video. So definitely check them out and I'll be waiting for you. All right?